Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be talking about how to prepare models for export. So please stick around until the end to see how I did it, and to make sure that you watch again and again until you get used to it. So without further ado, let's go. Alright guys, so welcome to my SketchUp tutorial again. So now I'm going to be explaining how to export geometry in a clean way. So you make sure you have to clean your Upwork files first before you export it to 3ds Max, which I am going to be showing that in my future videos. There are a couple of things that you need to do. So I'll be showing you like 6 steps or 6 options that you could do. Third, what you need to do is you need to go to Purged Unused. I would go to Window, Model Info, Statistics, Purge Unused. Because I've already did that, I don't need to do it again. So what this does is it makes sure geometry nice and clean, and it it decreases the loading times, so that when it decreases the loading time, it helps you productive, and it also prevents problems from importing exporting to 3ds Max. So this is why it's important to clean your file. So that's the first step, purge unused. The second one is using the cleanup 3 or cube commands. So using extension, clean up, the small 3 cubes, and go to clean. Okay, so you need to have that to clean your files before you export it in 3ds Max. So just leave it as it is. I'm not gonna go through everything, so I'm not gonna waste your time, but you can leave it as it is, or you can just select anything, but that's okay. I'm just gonna go clean up. So then they've cleaned it for me, so that is good. Okay, now we've got the results of validity check. Everything is fixed, so that's amazing. Okay, now you can see that some of the edges are gone, just to make it more clean, so that's fine. Now that's for number 2. Number 3 would be reverse faces. Now I don't know if you have seen it in my previous videos on reverse faces. I'm gonna show you how this works. Okay, let's say I've got a rectangle like this, or 3D rectangular shape. I right click, okay, and then I select reverse faces. Now you may see that one part is white, let's say one part is blue, and everything is white. Now here's the most important thing that you have to understand. If you want to export to 3ds Max, you're always, even if you're doing 3D printing or anything, always change it to white. Why? The reason why you want to change the white to white is because you want to close the shape, and blue colors does not close the shape. If you don't close the shape, it can lead to errors in your 3D model, and that is why it is very important, I mean extremely important, to leave every outside of the shape, you leave it white. Do not leave it blue. Okay, and it's extremely important. Let me even the outside bit, the inside bit, I'm gonna show you what I mean. Let's say I've got this circle. Okay, let's say I'm gonna do like this. Okay, actually let me make it a nice circle. So I'm gonna go to entity and make 100. Okay, okay, reverse faces. Okay, This is a good example. You can see that this inside, right, is blue. But if you leave like that and export it to 3ds Max, 3ds Max will think that that is a gap and it's not a full closure shape. I hope that it makes sense, and maybe I might not say it properly, but it's not, the shape is not fully closed yet. So that is why you always have to right click, reverse faces. And this is to prevent error in your models. And it's extremely important to make everything white outside. Anything that you can see externally, make it white. Obviously, you cannot see if I delete it, everything has to be blue, but that's fine. So this is how you have to reverse faces. This is how you must do reverse faces. That's, you must do it. Not you have to, you must do it for clean geometry. You can also check for the shapes if you go to View, Face Style, Monochrome. So this is to reverse faces. This is to make it more clearer for you. But I like to keep it original. Okay. Okay. Oops, mistake. So View. Okay, you know what? Let's go to, okay, let's say monochrome, just like that. I don't know why SketchUp just like this, so I might have to fix this. So just give me a second. Okay, I will need to fix it after, but you know what I mean. So please ignore the background, I'm just doing the model. Anyway, now the fourth thing is hidden geometry. So I can go to View, Hidden Geometry. So obviously I do not have any hidden geometry or hidden object, and it is very important to see where you made a mistake or not. Now, obviously, you can go to like zoom extent, and you can see if the model are there. For example, let's say if you work on this model and the model might be over here, right? We have two models, so that means you click zoom extend, it will show everything based on where you put the model. But I only have one model, so that's perfect. I don't need to do anything else. Okay. Now that's for number 4. Number 5, group and components. Obviously, I have explained in my previous video on group and components. That is why you have to make groups and components, and it's extremely important that you. I'm just showing you just like this, guys. It's very important that you make components, groups and components for easier geometry, for easier export. You can also make exploded drawings. If you are architecture student or architect, you can make exploded drawings like this. And this is why you must do groups and components. I hope this makes sense. Now, for the final bit, number 6, would be check scales and units. So I would go to Window, Info, Dimension. Okay, not dimension, there will be units. So I've got decimal. Obviously, if you are in the US or Pakistan or something, you're using imperial units. But as I'm in the UK, I'm using metric units. So that's leave in meters, millimeters. I just leave in meters. And obviously, if I draw something, you can see the meters. Now, you can check, obviously, by measuring. But for the rule of thumb is that I like to use a person that is, okay, I like to use a person for the foundation of my model. And the reason is because, to check the scale, the reason is because this makes my model accurate and I don't need to do any scaling when it comes to 3ds Max. For example, I can check, okay, the door is like this, okay, is height enough? Yes, is height enough. The windows is good. Okay, for example, let's say if I'm going to, okay, so having a person in your SketchUp model is extremely useful. So let's say I have the person over here. Okay, I can check the door. Okay, that's good. The width is good. I don't need to change anything else because of the floor plan. Okay, but obviously I downloaded the floor plans just for illustration purposes for you guys. And it's important to scale your floor plans first before you model it. Otherwise, you would waste time without scaling. So that means I've done everything correctly. So that's the scaling part. And that is how you prepare models, SketchUp models, to import to 3ds Max. I hope that this makes sense. I know this is kind of a short tutorial. I don't know what's wrong with my background, but I will definitely need to fix it. But hopefully in the next video, the background will be fixed. And please do not worry about everything that I said. So obviously, number one, press on use. Number two, use cleanup cube or cleanup 3 extension. You can download for free in SketchUp Warehouse. Number two. Number three would be revert faces. Make sure that's all white, no blue bit. All white on the outside, obviously. Number four would be remove hidden object and geometry. So I like view this one. Obviously, I don't have any. I can just leave it. Number five would be group and component. I've explained how to use group and component on this exact same project in my previous video, so please have a look on that. And number six would be check scales and unit, and I recommend that you use the person before you even model anything, so that it helps you with scaling. I've also talked about scaling and more groups and models on my channel, so please have a look at that. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, I hope everything makes sense. If you do get confused, please look again and again. Watch this video until you get used to it. And obviously, in the future, we'll be slowly, we'll be going on to 3ds Max. So yeah, let's go back to the camera. Alright guys, so this is the end of this tutorial. I hope that you enjoy it. If you are interested in having coaching with me, I'm looking for 5 people to coach. Obviously, I can't take on many people, and if not, that's fine. So you can leave a comment, link, and subscribe to my channel so that it helps boost the algorithm to reach more people like you. If you do have any questions, I will leave a Instagram link down below. You can ask me any questions. And obviously, my intention is to give more value to you guys, especially beginners. I believe there are a lot of beginners out there. It is my duty to help you guys into visualization. So I hope that this makes sense, and I will see you on the next video.